Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack.
I did my best to match your skill, Master. Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
One must take pride in their child.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Stay calm now. Remember your training.
We have found a material.
Lots to look forward to, but a long day of work.
So tight. I'd hip just about anywhere.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. Harpies, Master! We have no means of exploiting our
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance? I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Wolves, Master! I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. A mage skill would be most practical here. Might I be of assistance? We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here. Allow me to check whether there's aught nearby. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
What's this? We're trapped. Cyclops! To think we'd encounter us here of all places!
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard.
It seems we haven't raised our foe.
I will finish this here and now.
It's Robbie!
It is time we made it to the capital to inform the people of Vermund that the Arisen is coming.
You have my gratitude, sir. It would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now, the road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Water is spilling through the cracks here. What could be the cause?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Not sure I can handle it.
Goblins, Master! Dare I say it?
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place. Word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? Earn the people's faith, and we'll have our chance.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person?
Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
Now there's a hassle I could do without. Over here, if you would.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
I've brought you a gift. Will you accept it? seen one.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir. Do come again.
Pray, follow me.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Oh, what does this say?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly for an elf to purchase one. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Come, I'll lead the way.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
How might I be of service? I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Over here, if you please. Follow along at your own pace, Master. Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bowmaster.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Barely lift their swords.
I only polished it this morning.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. And no need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
First, we must find out how to procure what we require. Then our search can begin in earnest.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
By your command, Arisen. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
You stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. The Cyclops' armor is hard as rock. Our weapons sharp piercing. We'll have to use just our aim. It seems we have enraged our foe. Cyclops tusks are valuable material. Let's see if we can't break one up. One might confidently call that a resounding victory. I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. Drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Pray, follow me. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Over here, if you would.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Come, I'll lead the way.
I shan't let them harm you.
Any beast will grow ferocious when back.
Master, you're unharmed.
Focus. Battle continues.
Well say. It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
By your leave.
Foe is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I know not what to say. We would do well to seek the high ground when fighting on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
It's the simplest structure that our foe most abhors. Knock its feet out from under it and strike ere it recovers.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Harpies drawn near!
It is weak to fire.
You have my protection.
Over here, if you please. Battles atop bridges are best avoided.
So long as we make it to the other side, we'll be all right.
Really? Now?
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
I'll keep them pinned down.
Splendid.
That's incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
It is not what I expected.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. Pray, follow me. "'Tis this way.
At once, Master.
Over here, if you would. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Here we are.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets. You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of Elvenring, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of Elvenring, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. 'Tis a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself, yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
I quite agree. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away.
cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
By your leave.
Wolves drawn in!
It has a resistance to ice.
You truly are formidable, Arisen. Prepare yourself!
Let me get that.
Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
We are not alone here. Monsters lurk nearby. I sense them.
Right you are. I will protect you.
This foe is drawn to women as moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
You've called the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity. It seems we have enraged our foes.
I cannot use the rage to our advantage.
By your
Thank you.
Stand firm! You must not let down your guard, even for a moment.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Can it be we have no sword wielders in our party?
I mislike our odds in a melee.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs. Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I shan't allow any further harm to you. Most impressive, Master. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Sunset draws near.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
That was scrumptious. I near feel as if I've been reborn.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles.